alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So, topic here that we are going to discuss today it is the properties of transition elements. Before that, you guys must know that what does mean by the transition elements. Basically, all the elements that are present in the D block and F block, these are called as transition elements, and all they have D and F subshells that are partially filled, so that's why they are called as transition elements. And here we have this the group B elements, like starting from the scandium to this, and here we have their lanthanides and actinides. These are also called as transition elements, and they are inner transition elements, and the elements that are present in the periodic table they are called as the outer transition elements. Now the inner and outer transition elements are making up the whole mass for the elements in the periodic table. Now, what are their main properties that we have? We will discuss it over there. Now, the properties of the transition elements here we have. The first one property is they all are metals in true sense. Metals mean these are the elements that can lose the electrons easily, and by losing the electrons, they may be changes into the cations, and when there is formation of the cations, then they can conduct electricity as well as they can conduct heat. So all the transition elements are metals in true sense, and they have all the properties of the metals, and some of which they play important role in the industry, like we have titanium, we have iron, chromium, nickel, copper, molybdenum, tungsten, zirconium, iridium, thorium, and thallium, and etc. All these are basically metals, and they very important role in the industry. Likewise, here we have the iron. It is used in the production of the different types of the substances, like we use the iron doors, we use the different iron rods, and all many substances that are made up of iron. Like here we have the nickel and copper. These are basically known as the coinage metals, and different types of the coins are being made up from this. We have tungsten, which is denoted as W. It is basically the filament that is used in the bulb, and it started to glow when we just provide the energy to this. On the other hand, the second property of transition elements, they are all hard and strong metals. It means they are unbreakable and they are too much strong, and due to this they have high melting and boiling points. It means all they have melting points and boiling points are too much high, and this is just due to their strong bond and strong and hardness of these metals. They are also good conductors of heat as well as electricity, so that's why they can be called as conductors, because they can conduct heat as well as they can conduct electricity. After this, we have the properties of the transition elements. They can form alloys. Now, what does mean by the alloys? When there is a solid metal, it get its combination with another solid metal, then the resulting product that we gain, it is called as an alloy. And their process of the formation of the alloys is it is known as the alloying. For example, if we talk about the simple gold, and its symbol is AU, this is also a metal. On the other hand, if we talk about the formation of the coins, in which use the nickel and copper, the two metals are going to be combined and making up another solid substance. So this is also known as an alloy. We talk about the gold. In this, we just add up some quantity of the copper to make it hard, because the pure gold is too much soft. To make it harder, we just add up some amount of the copper in it. This process is also called as an alloy production. With a few exceptions, they show variable valency or the oxidation state. As a lot of transition elements have variable oxidation states. Now, what does mean by the oxidation state? It is the apparent charge that an atom will have in a molecule or in a compound. Likewise, all the transition elements show the variation in the oxidation state. Likewise, if we talk about the copper, it may have oxidation state plus 2, it may have the oxidation state plus 6. So this is its simple variation in its oxidation state. On the other hand, the last one property of the transition elements, they are their ions and their compounds are colored in the solid state. So this is the very important property of the transition elements, that their ions are colored when they are in the solid state. So that's why it would be very easy to identify all the transition elements, because from their specific color we will be able to judge that which one of the transition element is present. As well as in the solution form, they also have colors at least in one if not all the oxidation state. So it's mean if there are some compounds that have their color in the oxidation state plus 2, so from this we can identify their oxidation state, as well as we can also identify the transition element. So transition elements have variable oxidation state like plus 2, 2 and so on. So this was a simple topic that we have today. I hope you guys understand. And if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section and I will get back to you guys soon. And the next topic that we will discuss, it is the general characteristics of the transition elements. That what are their general characteristics, what will be their binding energies, what will be their melting and boiling points, and what will be their covalent radii, ionic radii, what is their paramagnetic behavior. We will discuss all that in the next. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.